given there is a lot of information to include in one video. So I decided to do it in 2 parts. So let's jump in. At last. Here is the most extensive analysis never run. More than 20 lotteries and over 30,000 draws. We applied logical filters. And yes, there are patterns in randomness. Yes, I know. It's an oxymoron. Well, I will show you numbers and charts that prove my point. But first I'm going to give you an example of randomness. Let's say that you have a bag of colored lottery balls, no numbers. So for simplicity's sake you have 10 balls in total. 2 white balls and 8 red balls. So when you pull a ball randomly from the bag, definitely you will have more chance. About 80% of it to pick up red balls than the white ones. My study shows the same principle applies to the lottery. The secret to our strategy is filtering to include or to exclude combinations based on the lottery's history. In this video we will concentrate on the 5 numbers combination first. Once we lock it in, we'll have one chance of 26 to hit the big one. The aim here is to get the numbers combination. Once we lock it in we have the one chance of 26 to hit the big one. Without the 5 numbers, don't even think about the jackpot. Better to look at one chance in 11,688,053 than one chance in 292,201,338. Make no mistake, all the numbers have the chance to be drawn equally. However, with a major caveat. Not all the combinations are created equal. I will guide you through the table's charts, filters, stats, frequencies, positions and much more. Don't worry. I will simplify it for you. So an average Joe or an average Jane will understand it. No need to panic or to know the how-tos or any programming. As a result, from now on, you will apply the best winning strategy. Enough said. Let's go at it. I'm going to give a rundown on the database and the filters that we will apply in order for you to have an idea on what we are working with. Don't worry about the details. Consequently, you'll increase your chance of winning tremendously while reducing the losses as much. I rely on numbers and only numbers, not on nonsense like the law of attraction or some playing around with numbers that has nothing to do with the facts. You'll be the judge. Like we say, the past define your present. So does your present to your future. So by deduction your past defines your future. And that's what I'm applying to the lottery analysis based on past draws, 1,000 of them. This Powerball video is the first of many to come. We will dedicate a video for each lottery. Like Mega Millions, Fantasy 5, Cash for Life, Daily 2345, Keno, Banco, Lotto 649, Lotto Max, Take 5, Daily Grand, Lucky for Life, and many more. So pick up your favorite drink and relax. No need to stress about taking notes, I will take care of it at the end of each video. The first 1,000 subscribers will receive a cheat sheet or a sheet of all the possible combinations for a given lottery of their choice, or a table that includes all the informations and the strategies you need to win. One choice for each subscriber. We're in it to win it. As we see, the filters in the Powerball's database. The first filter in 2 parts. In part A are the evens starting from 2, 4, 6, up to 64, 66, 68. In part B are the odds starting from 1, 3, 5 up to 65, 67, 69. The second filter in two parts also. In part A are the first half starting from 1 to 35. In part B are the second half starting from 36 to 69. The third filter. In order to pinpoint which part of the half the draws are coming from, we're filtering the quarters from 1 to 18, and from 19 to 36, and from 37 to 54, and we end it by 55 to 69. The fourth filter. We are applying it on the units from 1 to 10. The 10s from 11 to 20. Followed by the 20s from 21 to 30. The 30s from 31 to 40. The 40s from 41 to 50. The 50s from 51 to 60. The 60s from 61 to 69. The fifth filter is going through numbers with the same ending digits as the following: 1, 11, 21, 31, 41, 51, 61, and 2, 12, 22, 32, 42, 52, 62, followed by 3, 13, 23, 33, 43, 53, 63. By now I guess you got it. The sixth filter consists of numbers with common digit, like the following: Seventh filter is about the prime numbers 2, 3, 5. I leave a link in the comments section to give you an idea about the prime numbers. The filter is the Fibonacci sequence, which I will leave a link to at the comments section so you can understand it. As you see right now, the draws cut off January the 1st, 2022. Starting from October the 7th, 2015. The Powerball's new format. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to be among the first 1,000 subscribers to get the price and the notifications. For the next lottery video. First half as we see here. The number and the percentage of the draws. From 1 to 35 based on 670 draws plus. 1 number 95 times 14%. 2 numbers 216 times 33%. 3 numbers 216 times 33%. 4 numbers 87 times 13%. This is a sample. Second half. As we see here. The number and the percentage of the draws. From 36 to 69. Based on 670 draws plus. 1 number. 87 times. 13%. 2 numbers. 217 times. 33%. 3 numbers. 214 times. 33%. 4 numbers. 113 times. 17%. Here is a sample. Odds as we see here. The number and the percentage of the draws. From 1 to 69 based on 670 draws plus. 1 number 95 times 14%. 2 numbers 205 times 31%. 3 numbers 207 times 32%. 4 numbers 116 times 18%. Here is a sample. Evens as we see here. The number and the percentage of the draws. From 2 to 68 based on 670 draws plus. 1 number 116 times 18%. 2 numbers 207 times 32%. 3 numbers 205 times 31%. 4 numbers 95 times 14%. Here is a sample. units, tens, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. As we see here, the number and the percentage of the draws. From 1 to 69 based on 670 draws plus. Choose from 0, 1, 2 numbers. Here is a sample. The fifth filter is going through numbers with the same ending digits as the following: 1, 11, 21, 31, 41, 51, 61, and 2, 12, 22, 32, 42, 52, 62, followed by 3, 13, 23, 33, 43, 53, 63. By now I guess you got it. If we look at the table, we see clearly the pattern of 0 to 2 numbers and a percentage of 96% average. Here is a sample. Prime numbers. As we see here, the number and the percentage of the draws. From 1 to 61 based on 670 draws plus. Choose from 0, 1, 2, 3 numbers. Here is a sample. Fibonacci sequence. As we see here, the number and the percentage of the draws. From 1 to 55 based on 670 draws plus. Choose from 0, 1, or 2 numbers. Here is a sample. The Powerball frequencies and positions, which means the numbers that you should play in and between. As you see on this table, the red colored cells are the excluded numbers. And this is one of the most important filters. Don't worry. This table will be simplified in the next slide by showing you the Powerball's frequencies in a simple table. The first 1,000 subscribers will receive one of the following: datasheet with the draws and filters, or the stats table containing the repeaters, the patterns, and many more for a lottery of their choice. And also to get the notifications for the next lottery video, which it could be about Mega Millions, Fantasy 5, or Cash for Life. It depends on your suggestions.